Yo, 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 what's good, fam? It's your boy Chino. Y'all already know the vibes. We back at it again. So, we're gonna do this one a little bit different. I cheated myself out of a real video on this one, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So, if you guys watched the last couple videos, you saw me prepping plastic aero parts for paint, and then priming, painting, and clear coating those same aero parts. So I also had a little side video in between. So the first one dropped, the second one, painting, has dropped, and now we got a little side video I already shot. I'm editing and I'm working on putting out shortly, and that is OEM STI side skirt extension install. I feel like we're not focusing great on that. Don't worry, in a minute I'll turn around and I'll show you. And in that video, I also installed those rear spats. So what was left was the parts that kind of needed a little bit more time to cure. I've only had about 24 hours now since clear coating last night. Maybe actually a little bit less from the last coat. But there's a Cars and Coffee CT Subaru meet tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and just let's keep the ball rolling and get this stuff installed. And I got a little ahead of myself. Icon Motorsports H-style diffuser laying down on the ground here. I don't know, guys, just going with it. So yeah, I already installed it, and I didn't record any of it. I just like, sun came out, let me hurry up before weather gets weird and whatever, you know. I want to hurry up, get this stuff on the car, and then get the car in the garage. I don't want it getting wet. I don't really want it out here in the sun. It's not too sunny, and this is located down on the bottom, but we got the rear diffuser installed. And there it is. So it kind of rubs a little bit on the back of the bumper, the rear diffuser itself. So I had some of this little U-channel rubber that I was gonna use for something else that I ended up not needing, actually, and it worked perfect. So this little part that's literally up against the bumper and touching is not going to be rubbing on it and wearing on it. For this one, it doesn't really matter because look at the damage, covering some of it with a MidNight racing team sticker, replica sticker, obviously. But yeah, I thought it just added a little something, makes it look nice, and it'll, this back bumper doesn't matter, but eventually when it gets transferred over to a new bumper, yeah, we won't want to damage it with this, and you don't want to wear off the paint on the diffuser. And you can see I actually did scuff up the plastic a little bit right there. It's a little scuffed up here too when I was just mocking it up. So yeah, these were supplied screws. I added the washers myself The kit did not come with those. These, it's weird when I add my fingers not focusing right, have like rubber isolators on there so it wouldn't damage the diffuser. But I ended up using a regular one there, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. But I don't know, I just was trying to make things as nice as possible. So you can see all I did was mock this up with masking tape, drilled some pilot holes, and then screwed these in with the washers. Really simple, really straightforward, not much to document there, honestly, guys. Now in the front here, there's really nothing to mount to. It came with some weird straight brackets. I'm not even sure how they're intended to be used. So I did not want to drill into my spare tire well at all. I don't want to put any unnecessary holes in there. So what I did, I happen to have a little bit of like some closed cell foam, like a nice little rectangle of closed cell foam that had some double-sided tape on one side of it. I cleaned up the inside of this diffuser, the back side. I sanded it so we could have a nice surface to adhere to. And I stuck it right to the inside of the diffuser. And then I put another piece of double-sided tape, some 3M, on the opposite side of the closed cell foam. And I stuck that to the bottom of the spare tire well. And it's up here really firm. We'll see how that holds, but I think it should do just fine, seeing as so much of this Aero stuff kind of just gets held on with 3M tape anyways. Like the next piece we're about to install right now, right here, which you guys saw get painted already. Here it goes. Molded Innovations rear roof spoiler. So I did the same thing on the bottom of this. I scuffed it up with some 220 grit sandpaper. So when I put my double-sided tape on the bottom of that, it will stick really nicely to that spoiler. And I already wiped it down. So the only thing I got to do is put the double-sided tape on the roof spoiler and then clean the rear windshield and stick it on. All right, guys, let's do that. All right, guys, here we are. We got the roof spoiler. We got our 3M double-sided tape. I've already cleaned this with rubbing alcohol. I scuffed up the bottom of it with some 220 grit sandpaper so we would get a nice adhesion between the roof spoiler and the double-sided tape. We're just gonna go ahead and lay our tape down. Okay, we got a good strip going across the back. Gonna go ahead and trim this. All right, guys, we got our first strip of double-sided tape set down on the roof spoiler. So I'm just gonna go across the back of this and press firmly all across it. All right, guys, we got one strip of double-sided tape laid down, but this piece is a bit wider than the strip of double-sided tape, so we got more space. So let's run another strip of double-sided tape down just just because we can, just because there's a space, why not? Right? This is just held down. This piece is solely held on by this double-sided tape. So as much of this as we could get across or on the back side of this, the more we have to adhere onto the car so that this doesn't just go flying off while I'm cruising down the highway. And that's it. It's on there, guys. We got 2 strips of double-sided tape there. We'll go set up near the car. I'll clean off the top of the rear windshield where this gets mounted, and we'll go ahead and get this put on. What's good, fam? So we got some rubbing alcohol on our microfiber rag, but we're just gonna go ahead and wipe down the top of the rear windshield where it's going to get stuck down. I want to make sure that we get this wiped down really good. There's a lot of green powder and pollen and dust covering this, so we're going to go ahead and wipe it down really good. Look how dirty that's getting. Alright guys, that was pretty dirty. It left the microfiber rag really green from all the pollen and powder and dust from the plants. So just going to take another microfiber rag, a fresh clean one, some more rubbing alcohol, and go ahead and wipe all of this down one more time, just so we know we get a really good adhesion between the double-sided tape and the glass. Now we'll go ahead, use the dry side, the back side of the microfiber rag, and just make sure that we dry it down really good. It is rubbing alcohol, so it dries really fast, but still, that way we got a really good base to stick to. Let's go grab the piece, guys. All right, fam, we got our roof spoiler here. So you can see I started peeling up the edges of the double-sided tape already. So I got them already lifted. Got the glass all cleaned up, and go ahead and set this here. Down. Okay. Shift it over this way just a bit. All right, guys, I'm trying to center it. It's still not really stuck down because I have the tape here. It's kind of sticking up, preventing it from sticking down right now. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty lined up. With the roof line at the top. We don't want to press it all the way down because we still got to get this bottom side out. I'm going to press down firm on that. Trying to get the rest of this backing from the double-sided tape out. It looks like it actually adhered a little bit too well there. All right, perfect. It lifted up just enough for us to get it. Reapply some firm pressure. Make sure it's nice, stuck down well. That's it, guys. You see it. Rear roof spoiler is installed. All right, guys, check it out. Rear roof spoiler. Molded Innovations is installed. Check it out. Check it out. Looking good. Side skirt extensions. Yeah, those STI side skirt extensions look good. STI logo on there. No, we're not up batching. This is a WRX, but those are factory STI parts. Rear spats. Yeah. The vortex generator. The rear roof spoiler. Yeah, definitely just elevated her just a little bit. That rear diffuser's looking nice. All right, guys, that's it. That is MidNight's Aero upgrade. I think she's looking good. All right, guys, we'll check you out tomorrow at Cars and Coffee. Take it easy. Till next time, peace. All right, guys, that's it. That concludes our Aero upgrades for MidNight. We had our nice little prep, prime, and paint series, and now we've done our install. There we go, guys. MidNight's got a nice little Aero upgrade today, and she's ready for Cars and Coffee tomorrow. I'll try and record some of that, take some pictures. Yeah, so we'll see you then. Till then, peace.